Wakfu Season 4, Episode 7. Yeah, I am recording this late. I woke up from my nap. I'm kind of like, let me try and stay awake for 2 hours before going back to bed. So yeah, that's the plan. What? And I mean, I am both happy. I'm both happy. I am happy. I do think. Let me rephrase that. Oh, man, maybe this isn't the best time to record episode 7 reaction to this because, well, obviously my brain isn't working. But I mean, it never does. So, I mean, it works slower than normal. Toros Mordal. I do remember that episode 6 was awful, I think. Because it was a long time since I watched Wakfu. So it must be that episode 6 was terrible. Alright, yeah. Kind of expected that. What do you mean by that? Poor Eva. Or are they gonna be that, he was always there in the background helping, making sure she didn't die? I hope not. Okay. So she didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, that's an assassin. Alright, just don't get involved. Alright. Now, what's the truth? I will say I don't like how OP they're making them. I didn't want you to be part of the guild. Alright. Okay. He had, paid for their services. Like, he's self-made person. Like, I even heard, when you and Tristaban was making your babies. She's like, fuck you. I mean, I understand why she's angry. Oh, okay. He's like, I don't care about you. Get the fuck out. I mean, I completely understand her. And it seems like the dad also understands. So, like, let me just feel your face. Alright, yeah. Alright, I mean, I don't like the fact that how overpowered and all that stupid stuff. But he seems fine. Oh. Oh yeah, back to this. Oh yeah. I think I remember now. I think this part right here was one of the few things I liked about episode 6. Like, actually the Adamite parts. Hardlands. Like, I don't want to. Alonzi? Yeah, I mean, you know, you helped us and you didn't have to, so. Both. Both. He's like, yes, I did. So what? What about it? I mean, I do think they are kind of like setting up that. God, I completely forgot his name. I think they said it just, but he's gonna fall and become evil again. Did you want to save it? Did you want to save it? Or did you just want a place for your people to be able to live? He's like, only hundreds. I spent thousands of years in that white dimension. Alright, I like the change in art direction. Kind of like really showing that it's like very out there. Like, oh, that was a small dragon. And the red string of fate. And I will say, the flashing is like hurting my eyes a bit. I mean, they're hungry. Kind of like Tyranids, right? Like, are they evil? Are they just, following like a basic urge to just eat, right? Huh. He's... Okay, I must have missed exactly what she said right there before. But like, his intentions were good, but his actions were not. Was that in relation to kind of like what I thought? His intention of just feeding his people, but the way they decided to feed was wrong? Alright. It's like he's... Okay, I liked that little interaction. Kilby's his name. He's like, I'm tired of everyone blaming me. This time it's not me, alright? Mother, maybe you should back up Kilby from time to time. It's like, wait a minute, they're not my friends. So why should I? Oh, they're gonna listen. And like, use as much strength. Like, contain your strength. Or like, make it precise. I understand. The assessment. Not assessment, the test. Like, wait, brother, where are you? I assume the brother, Floppen, has decided to try and find the dad. To bring him back to the family. She's... Okay. He's like, that's fine. And then your younger brother as well. Like he's been able to already control one of the shushu. Thank you, thank you, Adamai, for making me remember what those names are. Are those demons? I like that. I like that answer. Alright, I like that. Good job, Fluppin. I mean, you were always my favorite of the children. But maybe you can redeem your family. And here comes one of my favorite characters now. At least my favorite of the rulers. Oh. I like that. Good. Are they like co-rulers? Like, what's that? I'm like, oh, well then, we don't have to worry. Like, yes. I mean, I understand why they would be suspicious. Oh, that guy is with that king. Yeah, they think that. He's like, I didn't say that. I said they use something similar. So give him the permission. Then he's like, we are. I mean, it is something to think about. Obviously, I think they're setting up that Kilby's gonna be a red herring. And I hope it turns out that it isn't him. But maybe they could maybe do something kind of like that because people keep suspecting him and accusing him of it, maybe he falls in the end. I hope not, but I have a feeling that that's what they're setting up, that it isn't him who's doing it, but he is gonna fall. What I do hope it is that it actually is the goddess. I think that would be Are you sure? Because I think Kilby is actually telling the truth. That he needs the Elia cube. Because you have to think, why would Kilby want this, right? Because he would also probably die. Unless they're doing like, he has a pact. Like, my subjects. Thanks for bringing me food, and then he's gonna eat them. Rötelström. I wonder if that's based on something in Norse mythology. Oh. Are they gonna show that these Necros weren't Necros before, and what they're trying to do is trying to get Wakfu to build up the ancient civilization and life? That maybe the gods created the Necros? Are they kind of like the Necrons from Warhammer 40k in a sense? With the Catan? Mixed with maybe the... what are they called? The Tyranids? I like this episode. This episode was pretty good. I think I like the episodes that don't focus on the fighting. That actually focus on the story. And I like that all the kings and the rulers are pretty like suspicious, because it makes sense. This goddess seemed to like make these demands, and that all of a sudden these creatures we've never seen before are now invading with portals. Like, come on, do you think we're stupid? You're gonna want us to beg for you to help us so that you can rule us? Is that it, huh? We can handle it ourselves. But I also like that the king, whatever his name is, the Sadida king, actually decided to, I trust you, but I do have my suspicions. So, and he was like frank with Hugo. It's kind of like, if it is, it could be one of your people. And I mean, even though I trust you, Hugo, I don't really trust, your goddess or your people. Like, I don't know them, right? But I do kind of know that you, Hugo, are probably good. You and Adamai, right? Adamai has also been great. I liked Adamai here. I liked the interaction with Kilby and Adamai. I really liked Eva's dad, Evangeline's dad. I think in this, other than the fact that, these assassins, and they were like the best of the best, and blah, blah, like, I don't give a fuck about that stuff. Don't give a fuck. He seems like he's gonna take Flappen under his wings. Maybe kind of like, I'm gonna redeem myself. I'm actually gonna be... Maybe I wasn't a good dad, but I can be a good grandfather. You could always redeem yourself. You can always get better. Yeah, it was just a good episode. So I'm probably not gonna take like a 2-week break or 3 weeks or whatever long it was since I watched the last episode. Probably not gonna do that, because this was good.